Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I haven't had time to really do any videos because I finally had my baby. I had her on March 17th and it was pretty easy for the most part. And this video is just really going to be about like my labor experience and like the pain and stuff. Well, I started having, like, my due date was March 15th and my water never broke, so I was just waiting and waiting, and then March 16th I started having contractions and I thought it was like, you know, I thought it was time, so we went to the hospital and they had me stay there for a couple hours, but it wasn't time, even though I was having contractions, but they weren't strong enough. So they sent me home and I go back again that night and my contractions got even stronger, but they still weren't strong enough. So I got sent home again, and so the next day was the 17th and I was just in so much pain. I couldn't move, and when I laid down it hurt. I stood up, it hurt. Like I couldn't be I was not comfortable anyway I was, because like the contractions would, like, there was no way to be comfortable. So, you know, I tried to stick it out for as long as I can, and at 6 I was finally like, I can't do it, I can't take it anymore, like I need to go back to the hospital. So we went back to the hospital, and like at this point there was a little bit of tears. So when we get to the hospital, you know, my boyfriend wheels me in, and I'll tell the nurses, like, y'all need to get her out today. I'm not leaving unless she comes out. Like, y'all are getting her out today. I don't care. Y'all aren't sending me home again. Like, I've been up here for the past 2 days. I'm already past my due date. Y'all are getting her out today. And so they're like, okay, well, we're gonna put you in this room for right now. And I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, like, they're gonna send me home again, because it's the same room I kept going in. But then I guess the doctor on call comes in the room and he's like, okay, how are you feeling, da 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 da. And I'm telling him I'm having contractions, like I'm ready to get her out, like I'm done messing with y'all. And so he's like, okay, well, we're gonna get your stuff, we're gonna move you to this room, and we're gonna try and see, you know, if your water breaks, whatever. So they move me to the room, and I'm just still in such pain, and they tell me, the nurses tell me they're gonna break my water, since my water never broke. So my boyfriend's telling everybody, come on, you know, baby's coming, whatever. And I think, okay, because I was at a 3, no, I was at a 2, like, since I was probably like, okay, 39 weeks, I was probably at a 2. And then when I was 40 weeks, I was at a 2. So, like, nothing really was changing. And they finally, my doctor finally went and broke my water. And I went to a 3. And then I went up to a 4. But y'all want to know something? So, I don't even know. Like, I was mad. I was so mad, but I feel like I'm not mad about it, or I don't know how I was feeling about this. But my doctor, after he breaks my water, he sits there like he's about to, you know, deliver the baby. He's sitting there, you know, like he's about to get ready or whatever. This nigga tells me, okay, so I'm gonna go have dinner with my wife, and Dr. Lux is gonna come in and deliver the baby. And I was just like, you're my doctor, like, what? But, you know, I was in too much pain to even say anything. And then, like, who does that? Who does that? You my doctor. And the crazy thing is, I only seen that nigga one time my whole pregnancy. I always saw the nurse when I went to go, you know, for my checkups or whatever. I always saw the nurse. I saw him like one time. And then now this nigga telling me he ain't gonna deliver my baby. A whole nother doctor's gonna deliver her. Like, so I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't have time for this right now. Like, my mom wasn't there yet. So I told, and my mom was gonna be my coach. So I told my boyfriend to call my mom. They just tell her they just broke my water. And so she's like, okay, well, we just got something to eat and we'll be there as soon as we're done. Well, like a few minutes later, I'm already at a 9, an 8 or a 9, I can't remember. Okay, so I was at like an 8 or 9. I'm just laying in the bed. I didn't get an epidural. I didn't get like none of that. They just put something in my IV or something. And I'm just sitting there. I was really calm. It was just like every time I had a contraction, it hurt. But like for the most part, I was calm. Like it wasn't really like the movies all crazy and stuff. I was really calm. And like, so I'm laying there in the bed. And my mom just busts through the room crying, like in a panic. And I'm like, what's going on? And she thought she was gonna miss the baby being born. And I was like, Mom, chill. Like, I ain't even ready yet. Okay, so after my mom gets there, everybody goes, or they go out to the waiting area, and they tell like all the family it's about to be time to push. You know, my mom goes and like checks up on the kids or whatever, and it's just me and my boyfriend there in the room. And I just feel myself pushing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like the nurses aren't in here, my mom's not in here, no one's in here but my boyfriend to deliver the baby because I'm pushing and I don't even mean to be pushing. Like, I just started freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, like it's time, like she's coming right now and there's no nurses. So I'm telling my boyfriend, go get the nurses, like she's coming right now. And he pushes the button on the bed to call the nurses, and I'm like, no, go get the nurses, we don't have time to wait, go get the nurses. And he's just taking his time walking. I'm like, oh my gosh, go get the nurses. Like, I was freaking out. I thought I was gonna have to catch my baby. Like, I don't know. Like, because I didn't mean to push, but I was already pushing. So I was freaking out. Well, the nurses come in, my mom comes back, and then it's time for me to actually start pushing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, but I have to poop, I'm gonna poop. And they're like, it's okay, just push, it's the baby you're gonna push. So, you know, we're all pushing, whatever. It didn't really hurt. I feel like the contractions hurt the worst, like everything. And like, even then, it wasn't as bad as people made it seem. But me, I have a high pain tolerance, or high tolerance for pain, whatever. So it wasn't really that bad for me. And so I'm pushing, and she finally came out. I think it only took me like 30 minutes. She was born at 8:29 p.m. On March 17th, 2018. So yeah, it was just the best day of my life. And when she came out, it was so cute. Like, she didn't even cry. She just did a little, like, it sounded like a little baby cat meow. Like, she didn't cry or anything. She just did a little meow. Oh, she even has a little tear. Oh. And they took her to do, you know, to wipe her and stuff like that. And she was just looking and looking, like she wasn't asleep or anything. She was ready to come out. She was just looking around. And then when they gave her to me, she was like sucking on her thumb, just looking at me, looking around at the world. It was so crazy because, like, I always thought, like, newborns, they're going to be asleep, you know, they're not worried about nothing. But my baby was so alert. You know, she was just so alert. She just wanted to see the world. She was ready to get out. She was hungry because mama hadn't eaten like 2 days because I was in pain. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, nothing. So she was hungry when she came out. And she came out weighing 7 pounds 4 ounces. She was 21 inches long. And yeah, it was just really the best day of my life. It was just so, I don't know how to explain it. It just was just like a really good, it was a good day. And I'm glad, like, I had a good easy labor. And it's crazy because, like, the whole time I was pregnant, you know, I prayed. I was like, I just pray for a fast and easy, simple labor. And I pray that she's healthy, no complications, and everything went like how I prayed for. So I just thank the Lord for everything, for my little baby. She's so healthy. She's getting so big. She already weighs like, she weighs 11 pounds 4 ounces now, and she's only like a month. So yeah, she's getting big very fast. She smiles so much, and she looks more like her dad. I think she has my eyes, but for the most part, she looks like her dad. And I prayed for that too. I was like, I just pray she got her daddy's smile and her daddy's eyelashes. And she does. She got everything from her daddy except my eyes, probably. And she came out with a lot of hair, probably like this much hair. She came out with a lot of hair. And she was just the most cutest baby. But yeah, I was really happy. It's just pretty much my story. I'm really gonna try and start posting more. I really miss it, and yeah, I hope y'all stay tuned for more. Thank you for watching, subscribing, and all the love, and I hope to see y'all in my next video.